Conservative Christian leaders are calling on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to stop a bill proposed by members of his coalition to make it criminal to tell people about Jesus in Israel.
Most Christian Zionists in America have no idea that the people living in Israel are not native, the area of Palestine, Israel, whatever you want to call it. They were not born there. They immigrated from Europe.
Ashkenazi Jews.
They were Ashkenazi Jews who came in from Europe and with the rifle took the land. God didn't give it to them. They took it at the point of a rifle, shooting Arabs, and they killed Muslims and Christians. They slaughtered them, massacres, women, children, horrible massacres. That is the history of Israel, 1948, and I dare any Christian Zionist to prove me wrong, because I can show you the historical records of the massacres that took place in 48. It was horrible, absolutely horrible, the people who were killed. And because of that, the Arabs developed a fury, an anger that European Ashkenazis just flooded in to Palestine and violently pushed them off their land. Most Christian Zionists in America have no idea that the people living in Israel are not native, the area of Palestine, Israel, whatever you want to call it. They were not born there, migrated from Europe.
Ashkenazi Jews.
They were Ashkenazi Jews who came in from Europe and with the rifle took the land. God didn't give it to them. They took it at the point of a rifle.
The question is, how can you prove you're from the tribe of Judah? How do you prove that?
How can you prove you're from the tribe of...
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Give me Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. And let's see if you match this. Let's see if you match this.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. Judah mourneth.
Judah mourneth. You're from the tribe of Judah.
Wait. Chapter 14, what verse?
Chapter 14 and verse 2. Come on.
Judah mourneth.
Come on.
And the gates thereof languish.
And the
gates thereof languish.
And the gates thereof languish. Meaning what? The gates are the leadership. That's what it's talking about. It's not talking about any gates. It's talking about the actual leadership. They're known as the gates. They're languishing. Read on.
They are black.
They are what?
Black.
They are black. Come on.
Unto the ground.
Black like the ground. My friend, where do you fit in here? Where do you fit in here? You don't. because your people are not the Israelites.
This is what it looks like inside Israel's closed-off ultra-Orthodox communities. Entering their neighborhoods without permission can get you in serious trouble and can potentially be dangerous. If they don't like what you're wearing or what you're doing, they'll tell you off and force you out of their neighborhood. There has even been reports of outsiders getting stoned for not following their strict rules. The Haredi Jews, otherwise known as ultra-Orthodox, see the modern world as sinful. Here, many Haredi Jews have restrictions on internet use, and some communities discourage or ban it entirely. If the internet is used, it's often limited to necessary purposes like work or religious reasons, and filters are used to block inappropriate content. There are even kosher phones available in the Haredi market that have internet, video, and camera features disabled. Because they stay far away from technology, many people get their news and information by reading posters and newspapers. The Sabbath, or Shabbat, is one of the most important religious practices for Haredi Jews, observed from Friday's sunset through Saturday's sunset. During Shabbat, they must abstain from 39 categories of activities, including using electricity.
When you start talking about who ain't, you find out who is. So now we have already seen in the Bible and DNA evidence that the people who they say are God's people are not.